Hi everyone, welcome to the Easy Donate video series on giving. This is your host Sanjay. The mission of Easy Donate is to inspire and enable compassion in this world, and we hope that through this video series, you will find the inspiration to give and learn about opportunities to share more of your time, talent, and treasures with those in need. Today, we're really fortunate to have Caroline Asiala talk to us about her giving journey. Caroline was the CEO of B Centrico, a marketing agency that helps B Corps, NGOs, and other purpose driven startups reach their marketing goals in the digital space. She is now a strategist at Uhuru Network after recent acquisition of Centrico Digital. Hey, Caroline.
Hey.
Hey, welcome to the Easy Donate video series. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. You've marketing is the voice of a lot of companies, and I look at it as a medium through which companies tell their story, who they are, and how they plan on changing the world. We're really excited to be talking to someone who has been the voice of a lot of purpose-driven companies, startups, and we look forward to hearing more from you about your work and how we can learn from your work and see how we can give back just by listening to you. I've got like so many questions for you, but I wanted to see if we could just start by going through some of the events in your life that led you to where you are now. Being the voice of socially conscious companies. Maybe we can start there and then take it from there. Go ahead, please.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me. I feel very honored. And I feel really grateful to have someone like you and Easy Donate in my circle. I'm a big fan. My story. So I would probably start it off with my grandparents and parents who are my roots and really inspired in me a responsibility to give back and do something bigger than just make my own life better, but to try and make other people's lives better. So my grandfather, he really didn't like Christmas all that much. So I come from a Christian family, and he wasn't a big fan of Christmas, not because he was actually a deeply religious and spiritual person, but he didn't like the consumerism around
Mhm.
Christmas. He didn't like the focus on gift giving. And one year, my mom, I think this might have been even before, potentially before I was born, or even when I was a little kid, my mom drew his name in the family gift giving circle, right? So she drew his name. She had to get a gift for him. And she was disappointed because she knew that her father in law just doesn't like gifts. And so she asked her mother in law, my grandma, what should I get Richard for Christmas? Because I don't know. He's so grumpy about gifts. And my grandpa heard the conversation on the phone and yelled from the other room, just get a kid a toy. And that sparked an idea for my mom. And she said, huh, okay. So she called my aunt, who lives in my grandpa's hometown. And she said, and who's a teacher there at the local school. It's a very small town, Caliva, Michigan. And she said, is there a family or a kid that could use some extra
Mhm.
Christmas gifts this year? And she said, yes, absolutely. Let me go and see what I can find, see what people need, and I'll get back to you. She got back to her, and it was a young man who was about to graduate from high school who didn't have a suit to wear to his senior dinner, some kind of celebration. I think he was an athlete, so it might have been
I
a
see.
senior dinner for athletes. And so my mom got him what he needed. And she wrote a letter and she gave that to my grandfather. And my grandfather, although he was kind of cranky about gifts, he's a very sweet and wonderful man, and teared up at the letter. And then from then on, it became a tradition. So every year since then, my family, my sister and I, buy gifts or make a donation to some kind of cause in his name. He
Wow.
died when I was a senior in high school. He died of stomach cancer,
Mhm.
but since then we keep writing our letters in his name and
Wow.
sending them to my grandma's. So that's potentially even happened before I was born. I'm not even sure, but my roots are very rooted in giving.
Mhm.
I would say another piece to that puzzle is also my recognition. I recognized very soon when I started to travel to other parts of the world of how much privilege I
Mhm.
have and how much I had taken for granted, like having a nice home and having free public education, high quality education, and going to college, all of those things that were possible for me because of where I was born and the family I was born into, not necessarily only because of the hard work of other people.
Mhm.
And so that also drives me. I think my family has a very strong history of generosity, but I also recognize that they're able to do that because of the privilege that we have. And me being born into that privilege, I think gives me a big responsibility to respond to that in a way that helps other people.